Imagine your Instagram feed filled with stunning high-quality posts, all created by AI and automatically posted without you lifting a finger. Sounds amazing, right? Well, that's exactly what we are going to show you today. In this video, you will learn how to set up a 100% automated workflow that creates and posts beautiful images on Instagram, all without spending a lot of money. All of these gorgeous images are crafted by MidJourney, ensuring each one is meaningful and eye-catching, not some random low-quality image. By the end of this video, you will be able to run this exact workflow with just a few clicks and put your Instagram profile on steroids. Whether you want to schedule a couple of posts a day or bulk create a week's worth of content, this workflow has you covered. Watching this complete video is important for another very interesting and useful video I'm going to post next. More details on that in a bit. Let's get started. Let me walk you through what we are going to do. First, we will install N8N on our local machine. If you're familiar with Zapier or Make, N8N is just that. It allows you to create complex workflows through a drag and drop UI and without writing even a single line of code. But N8N is open source, which means it's completely free to use. You can run it locally on your machine or you can host it on your server. And you can create as many workflows as you want and you don't have to pay anything. Next, we will set up the necessary API tokens for Instagram, GoAPI, MidJourney, and OpenAI. These tokens will enable our workflow to interact with these services. Then, we will create a workflow in N8N. This workflow will start with a trigger and proceed to an AI agent node powered by GPT4o. This node will generate an interesting post description and an image prompt for the MidJourney based on a given niche. Our workflow will then call the GoAPI MidJourney v2 endpoint to create a stunning image based on the prompt generated by the AI agent. Once the image is created, we will pass it back to GPT4o for feedback. If the image is approved, we'll move on to the final step. Finally, the workflow will use the Instagram Graph API to post the approved image and description to your Instagram profile. Now let's start by setting up the necessary API tokens and keys. We'll need tokens from Instagram, GoAPI, MidJourney, and OpenAI. If you don't have an account, you can create one on openai.com. Then you can go to platform.openai.com. Then go to API keys. Click on create a new secret key. Give it a name and just click on create secret key. And it will give you the secret key for OpenAI. Next, we will use GoAPI to get our images created from MidJourney. Now, since we want everything to be automated, creating images from MidJourney from the Discord is not a viable option. And apart from that, if you look at the pricing of MidJourney, the basic plan starts from $10. Instead, we will use GoAPI. It provides cost-effective generative AI APIs for the development needs. It will expose all the MidJourney APIs that we can use in our workflow to automate everything. And it's not just the MidJourney, but you get APIs for a number of other generative AI solutions as well. For example, GPTs, Suno, Sora, Stable Diffusion API, LLM API, you get all of these. If you look at their pricing, so there are two ways of using GoAPIs, MidJourney APIs. The first one is bring your own service. If you already have a MidJourney account, you can attach it to GoAPI and then you can use it. Or you can use their PPU service model. You can purchase GoAPI credits and you pay as per the number of requests that you make. If you don't have a MidJourney subscription, you can use their PPU model. If you look at their pricing, it's really cost effective. The conversion rate is $1 equal to 700 GoAPI credits and it is equal to 200 MidJourney quotas. There are various modes that you can use. If you use fast V6 model, it will cost you $0.07 per MidJourney prompt. So to use GoAPI, you can go to their website goapi.ai. Then you can create an account and then go to MidJourney API. Click on Try API for free. Then go to Billing and you can top up your credits from here. Once that is done, you can go to My API Keys and you can click on Reset Key and it will give you your new API key that you can use. Finally, we need Instagram API token. So I've created a dedicated video for this. It's really easy to set up the Instagram Graph API token. I'll link that video in the description. You can simply go through that 5-minute video and you can set it up. Now let's install N8N locally. You can go to Google and search N8N, then go to the GitHub repository, then scroll down to usage. Click on how to run N8N in Docker. You will land on this page. First, you need to install Docker Desktop. Once that is done, you need to open your command prompt and run these commands one by one. These commands will download all the required N8N images and it will start your container. Then you can simply open this URL in your local browser, http localhost 5678, and you will be able to access your workflow. In the upcoming videos, I'll show you how you can get a dedicated virtual machine for yourself that is free for lifetime and how you can host this N8N workflow there. So stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates. Now let's look at a couple of things in this dashboard. Here we have two tabs, workflows and credentials. You can create credentials here and connect any service that you want. You can save the API keys, etc. and then use it in your workflow. In workflows, you can click on add workflow and start creating your workflow. On the left hand side, you will see templates. If you click on templates, it will take you to another page and it will show you all the existing workflows that are created by various folks, and you can actually use those. Next, you'll see all executions. Here you can see all the executions. With N8N installed and our tokens ready, let's go through our workflow. I'll walk you through each step of the process. Don't get overwhelmed by the number of nodes in this workflow. All you need to do is just download the file linked in the description, then create a new workflow on your side. Just click on the three dots at the top and click on import from file and import that file. And you'll have this workflow on your side. So this is a chat node that we will use to trigger our workflow, and this is a node to manually trigger it here for testing. So the first thing that we do here is set up the API keys for Instagram and GoAPI. So you can just put your tokens over here and you'll be good to go. Next, we have a AI agent node. Now this is a very useful integration that comes with N8N. There are multiple options to configure this agent. For example, you can choose the model that you want to use for this agent. Just click on this and select the model that you want. In our case, we are using GPT4o. Then you can attach various tools to this agent. For example, you can attach a custom code or the HTTP request tool or SUP API, etc. In our case, we don't need anything. So I've just put calculator for demonstration purpose. And then we have output parser. So in the output parser, we can tell what kind of output we are looking for from this agent. So we are looking for a post description and a MidJourney prompt. And in this AI agent itself, we have given a prompt. The prompt says that I want to create an Instagram post for the mindfulness and deep thoughts niche. So you can change this to your niche, and this workflow will start creating posts for your niche. And then we describe what kind of posts we are looking for. So we are looking for captivating, thought-provoking description along with a detailed MidJourney prompt. And then we are telling what kind of image we are looking for. So the image can be feature scenery, people in the deep thoughts, or with deep facial expressions. Now AI agent will give the description and the MidJourney prompt to our next node, which is the HTTP node, making requests to GoAPI. The way MidJourney GoAPI works is that first we make a request to /imagine, and it will give us a task ID. And the MidJourney may take some time to create the image. So we are waiting for 120 seconds here. And after that, we are making another call to GoAPI to the endpoint /seed. And we pass the task ID in the request. And this request will fetch us another ID. And then we have to make another call to GoAPI to /fetch. And this request will fetch the image that was created. And here we pass the task ID that we received from the previous node. Now this image is not a final image. If you have used MidJourney, then you know that the first image contains 4 images in a single image. Something like this. Now this is a single image, but it has 4 images embedded inside it. And then what we need to do is we need to upscale one of these images. So GoAPI may take some time to upload that first image on the given link. So we wait for 60 seconds for that to complete. And then we make a call to GPT4o and we pass this image link. So in this node, we pass the image that was created in the previous node and a prompt. So the prompt says that this image contains 4 different images and you should return us the index of the best image. So we will receive an integer value as output from this node between 1 to 4. Then in the next node, we make another call to /upscale and we pass the index of the image that we want to upscale. So we received this index in the previous node and we pass it here. And the original task ID. Once we do this, we get a task ID. And then again, we need to wait for 60 seconds because MidJourney will take some time to upscale that image. After waiting for 60 seconds, we will make another call to /seed and it will again return us a task ID and then another call to /fetch. And this will give us the final image. So these two nodes are basically similar to the two nodes that we executed here. And now we have the final image after this node. Now the next step is to create a post on Instagram. For that we have another HTTP node, and in this node we are using the Instagram Graph API. So we are making a request to graph.facebook.com and then the ID of the Instagram page /media. And here we are passing the Instagram API key, then image URL for the post. Now this image URL is the one that we received from the previous node. And then we are passing the caption. And this is the caption that we received from the AI agent initially. Now this call will not straight away create the post on Instagram, but it will create a container and it will give us a container ID. So the final step is to make a call to the Instagram ID /media publish. And in this we give the container ID that we received from the previous node. And that's it. It will create a post on Instagram. What you need to do to use this is to just double click on set API keys and put your GoAPI key over here and Instagram token over here. And then double click on AI agent and give the prompt for the niche and the type of images that you want to create. Once this is done, you're good to go. Now let's see this in action. So we have this chat node over here. So I'll double click on this. I'll copy the URL. This chat can be started from anywhere, from another tab or from your mobile or anywhere. All you need to do is just send a message and this workflow will execute. So I've opened this chat link in another tab, and here I'll just type any message like start. If we go back to the dashboard and if we go to all executions, you'll see that our workflow is in progress. We can click on this workflow and we can see the nodes in action. So here you can see that these nodes have already executed and we are currently waiting on this wait node. As you can see, the workflow has succeeded. Let's go to the Instagram and look at the post. And this is our Instagram page and we can see this beautiful post over here. In the next video, you will see how to automate the video posts on Instagram and how to host N8N on a server. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching and see you next time.